Hello. Hello, shifters. Welcome back. This is your lunar love reading for full moon in Aries. So I'm doing this live this time, but I doubt if there will be a turnout because I did it last minute, although I already see two people. Hi, let me know who's here. I'm not expecting all of you to be here right now, though I will be happy with anyone who manages to show up last minute. But either way, this link will stay here for you to see later on when you manage to catch it. We're going to do a special treat for you guys today. This will be basically love reading for all the signs. Okay, so we're going, usually, if you've been here a while, you know that I do the lunar love readings for my single shifters, for my partnered shifters, and for my shifters who aren't involved with someone, but it's like something in the middle-ish. But right now, I feel like giving you guys a treat. So we're just going to do by the signs. I'm going to do Aries through Ophiuchus, all the 13 signs. And let's get to it. Okay. So, Aries. Let's start with the wheel, right? And the full moon in Aries. So, let's do it. Messages for love for Aries for the next couple of weeks for this full moon. What do my Aries shifters need to know? What do my Aries shifters need to know? What do my Aries shifters need to know? Messages for love for Aries. And of course, feel free to watch your different placements. You know that already. Messages for Aries for love. Okay. We're starting off with Three of Swords, so there's a sense of emotional disappointment. Okay. What hurts, Aries? What did you think will work out and now isn't working out? Eight of Swords. Wow. You're feeling entangled in an emotional situation with someone that you don't see. Seriously? 10 of Cups? What? I want you to look at this for a second, Aries, and tell me if this is not confusing. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords, 10 of Cups. Hold on one second. I want to check something. No. Okay. Wow, Aries. Someone is in love with someone who is in a relationship or is married and possibly have children. And like strong the other person type of vibe. This is like walking down the street and accidentally meeting the person you're involved with, but they're walking with their wife or with their husband and their children, and they completely ignore you. You walk past them and they act like they don't know you. That type of scene is coming up here. If there's a better time, if there's a good time to cut this shit out, it's now. You don't want to start the new pagan year, November, after Halloween, placing yourself in such a difficult emotional position. You don't want to be the one that it's being done to, and you don't want to be the one doing that to someone. Yeah, Aries, this does not look happy. It's like, you know what else this is? This is someone fantasizing over someone, wanting to be with someone, thinking that this person is their 10 of Cups when it's not. It's absolutely not. And they are really, really caught up. And I'm sorry if this is difficult to hear, but someone here is under a very deep illusion. And it's psychological. It's not the rainbow, happy ever after, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. It's not. Okay? Not your person, not your story. This needs to serve as this needs to serve as a reflection to what goes on in your mind. A certain type of mental instability is coming up. Tendency to create an entire world when it's not here. Another thing that is possibly coming up is a type of schizophrenia. But what you have in mind with this person versus what reality is, or what this person has in mind, it's a lot of self-deceit, and like this is not reality. 10 of Cups in this connection, obviously, like in this combination of cards. So there's the guidance is to go within, to figure out what makes you be in that state of mind. You see that a lot with energy of admiration, like, with celebrity admiration, with, thinking that someone you've never met, never encountered, that is in the public eye is like your true love or something, and it's not a Notting Hill type of thing coming up. I'm sorry, this has been a very harsh message, but someone really needed to hear this. The existential shift never claimed to be easy. All right, Aries, this was very specific. So if you feel like this is really not your story, stay tuned for your other placements. But if this struck a chord, whether you like it or not, but it struck a chord, it hit home, then consider that it's yours. Okay. Your message, man. Taurus. Woo, that was a heavy start. Taurus. I normally don't do this, but because I didn't get a chance to cleanse the energy that we just had with the Aries reading and focus on Taurus energy, I'm not going to take these cards. It's cool. Let's focus on the energy of Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Okay. Taurus, different type of drama, but still drama. Taurus, you have the Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, you, and the Tower. Whoa. There's a sense of rescue mission coming up a little bit, like coming in to save the day. I don't know if it's either you or someone you're close with, Taurus. And these are love messages, so it's romantic involvement. But either you or them is going through some sort of collapse of a structure. Something that felt safe and stable turns out to not be safe and stable. And someone is kind of showing up being like, it's okay, I'm here. There's also an element of like, I don't know why this is coming up, like a place of living, like a neighborhood, a town, somewhere someone is currently living, which is their home, their apartment, whatever. But they are becoming painfully aware of how this environment is not benefiting them. And there's an aspect of planning a move or a trip, or at least thinking about it. Now, if it's coming up with love messages, then it might involve a love interest. Maybe you're coupled with someone and you're telling them, listen, I can't live at that place anymore. Maybe it's time for us to move in together. Or maybe I can stay at your place for a while. Or it's the other way around. Someone's saying that to you, something along those lines. Or if you're completely single and you resonate with the living situation that I just described, you might be finding yourself meeting someone after you make that move. After you leave that place and go somewhere else, that's where you'll meet someone really, really special. Oh, bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Definitely. Absolutely. And I like the wings here and the wings here with the Chariot. Yeah, you're going to leave a not so positive situation to go to another, and it will involve romance or will lead to romance. It's like love is just not in your area because you're not where this person is. You're not where you're supposed to be, possibly. And the second you get there, you just find them, and suddenly it's all easy. All right. Taurus. Interesting. Let me know, guys, if any of this resonated with you. Comment on Patreon, preferably, but wherever you want. Gemini. Messages for Gemini for the next couple of weeks for this full moon in Aries energies. Message for Gemini. Love message for my Gemini seekers, Gemini shifters. Love for Gemini. What do my Geminis need to know? Okay. First card out, Six of Swords. Show me more for love for Gemini. Ace of Pentacles. Nice. Gemini, you're moving away from mindset or situation of, temporary relationship or meaningful, not so meaningful, to something really grounded and really true. I feel like some of you are going to step into a commitment really soon. I'm picking up on a question. Yes, of course, different placements. If your Venus is in Gemini, so yeah, that could speak to you. Venus and Jupiter are very strong placements when it comes to romance. So definitely watch your Venus and Jupiter signs messages. Show me more about this for Gemini, please. For love. Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. King of Wands in the reverse. That's an interesting turn of events. Someone has come to offer something for this King of Wands person, and they're not seeing it, or they are refusing it. Gemini, I don't know if you're this King of Wands or you're the one making the approach. And an Ace of Wands in the upright. This is bizarre. If the King of Wands was in the upright, it's in the reverse. Okay. The offer of love made to this King of Wands is a very important one, and a very positive one, and a very good one for this king. But they're not seeing it for some reason. They are looking at it from an upside down perspective. They're not mentally balanced right now. Not like, I don't mean like mental imbalance. Like right now, I don't know, maybe they're dealing with a lot of stuff. Maybe they're going through a challenging time at work. Maybe a project of theirs flopped, and so they don't have the energy. They're kind of snappy and impatient, so they can't really see something really strong right in their face. We do have the Sun and Eight of Wands in the bottom of the deck. This will turn back around. It will be very, very good, but if a certain delay, sorry for the sirens, by the way, but if there is a certain delay between you and this person, then possibly after the 19th of the month, they'll come around. There is a coming around because this is something really good. It can really work between the two of you. But this is a masculine. This is a masculine that is a little bit off. Maybe this masculine is obsessed with someone else and missing out on someone else who wants to be with them and they should be with them. What interesting readings are coming up today? I don't know if it's the full moon vibe or what's going on, but some interesting energy. Okay. Who's next? Cancer. The Cancer shifters. Love messages for my Cancer shifters for this full moon and Aries energies for the next couple of weeks, please. Okay, we have first card out, Page of Swords. The Tower. Someone is going to say something they're going to regret. It will cause a fight, separation, a breakup. The other person is going to take their time to think, and they're going to take their distance. So if you can hold back from saying things you might regret, please do. And if this is the other person saying something that you don't have control over, then you will be really affected by it. And I'm sorry, I put my phone on silence and yet it's not silence. Yeah, Cancer. Careful what you say. And if this is your person saying these things or is about to, I'm sorry. They're talking out of their ass, like literally. I'm really sorry. Someone is going to do something really hasty, and then they're going to want to eat their sock, but it will be too late. Sorry. Okay, Leo, my shifter Leos. Leo shifters. Message. Focus on my Leo shifters. Sorry, I just feel like I need to cleanse for a second the energy. I have a candle in front of me. I'm not just being weird, like staring at the candle. Okay. Leo. Message for Leos. I'm not even looking at the card because my mind is not it. My phone is driving me nuts. Did you not just see me putting it on silence? Why is it not silent? I'm trying to give readings for my patrons. Sorry, Leo, I'd rather take a breath and then really be focused properly on your energy than to just like rush into it. Okay. Leo. Love messages for Leo for this full moon in Aries. Love messages for my Leo shifters. Leo shifters for this full moon. Next couple of weeks. Do you also find it hard to be focused right now, Leo? Are there things that are like coming at you and you're like trying to stay focused? Message for Leo. Chariot, yeah, you really this fits. You gotta really battle off a lot of energies that are taking your mental space. Ace of Wands, and you want to be super focused and determined on what it is that you want and who it is you want, either you or a masculine energy. So Leo, whether you're a masculine or a feminine, place yourself in the narrative. But the masculine energy in your story is coming up really strongly, knowing what they want, and they're coming towards the other person. So either you're going to make a very strong approach, or someone is going to do that towards you. They're coming in fast, and they're very clear. I want you, Leo. You're my person. You're my thing. Let's try this. 5 of Swords. And either you will respond with a bit, I don't know, or it's someone that has been like this for a very long time. and are now breaking out of that energy of a wishy-washy, not sure energy, and coming in kind of knowing what they want. 7 of Cups. Oh my God, this is such... Okay, one person is really, really certain of what they want, and the other person is not certain, not sure, hard for them to make a decision, not interested. Either that or a situation where someone is like a little bit, they're coming on really strong, but they don't really know what they want. They're just doing it for the sake of doing it, and they might come back to being confused and confusing right after. So my recommendation is to just be focused. Like if someone approaches you, if you're interested, of course, if you're interested, take it step by step. Don't jump to anything until you see that they are consistent, that they're not just coming in, rushing in with passion, and then they just disappear just as fast as they came in. Okay, because there's a switch in energy there. But again, this could be just not two different energies for the same person. This could be one person is like this, one person is like that. So just give it a second to see how they maintain the or not. All right, Virgo. Love for my Virgo shifters. For this coming 2 weeks, messages for Virgo for love. 2 of Wands in the reverse. Knight of Wands in the upright. So this is how it looks like. Knight of Swords in the upright. What is going on? Virgo, I feel like there's a lot of energies coming towards you, possibly suitors, people who are interested. 8 of Wands, a lot of communication, a lot of text, a lot of, hey, what are you doing? What are you up to? Where are you? And you're like a little bit overwhelmed by it. It's a little bit too much. And you're really uncertain who to move forward with, if to move forward with. You seem to be a little bit hesitant in the next couple of weeks anyway. But once you make a decision on who it is you want to move forward with, you will do so quickly. So that's interesting. I'm actually seeing 2 suitors for you, and you're like kind of taking your time, not sure, and then something clicks, and you're like, okay, I want to give a chance to this person. It's I don't know if it's long term, if it will turn out to be long term, because this is messages for 2 weeks. But it's definitely passionate. All right. Libra. Messages for my Libra shifters. What do my Libra shifters need to know? Again, we have shared with the Ace of Wands. Who just had it? Leo. And now we also have the Moon and 8 of Swords in it. Okay. Someone really wants someone that doesn't want them. And they're not getting it. They're like not getting the message. The answer is no. Stop. It's disturbing and controlling. You don't have a room in my mind, in my space, in my energy. That includes trying to infiltrate the dream space or sending, telepathy and all that. Stop. Just stop. Very disturbing. Okay, so it's been coming up slightly in several of the readings. It needs to be said. Stop it. Okay, now I'm going to clean the table and do Libra again. My Libra shifters. Clean the energy. Focus on my Libra shifters, please. Message and guidance for my Libra shifters. Page of Swords again. The Lovers, okay. Someone is going back and forth if to talk to you, Libra. If to Page of Wands, if to write you, how to write you. They're writing in and they're deleting in, they're write and then they delete. And And another thing that is important, you're currently on the path to true love. You've done a lot of very important job cleansing energies. And as you do so, especially right now, there's all kinds of energies that are really drawn to that energy that you exude that is very powerful and very love oriented, and they're just trying to, like, they're trying their luck. Reaching out, writing, contacting, and it's all, you have got to say no to nonsense. Don't waste your energy and time on just talking to anybody online. Be very focused. I see some of you are just be like, okay, I'm done with the dating apps. I'm done with whatever. I'm just going to focus on my energy, cleanse my energy, and let it come to me organically. That's the guidance for the next couple of weeks. You will get all kinds of messages, but they're all like pages. It's all like beginning and just like really not too serious, or just not really tangible, not like soul connection. Just people that are drawn to your energy, that are trying to kind of project their wants onto you. I'm picking up. Be very, very, very discerning. Be very discerning. If you're in a school environment and you have two fellow students that are interested in you around you, that there's a little bit of a flirt, and the next 2 weeks you will be called to make a decision. Dun, dun, dun. Like, you won't be able to keep up the casual flirt anymore. It will take the next step. Okay. Scorpios. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have Ace of Cups. Nice. The High Priestess. Wow, very spiritual love. Very deep soul love. Very intuitive. 10 of Swords. Scorpio, you are developing feelings, or have developed feelings, have feelings, I don't know. You're infatuated, you're enamored by this High Priestess energy, and that causes some sort of major ending, like something psychological, a trigger, a cycle, just kind of, it heals it. You're literally healed from a psychological thing, a concept, a way of looking at life, because of the emotions that you have, or the interaction that you have with this High Priestess energy. Show me a little bit more, just slightly more information for Scorpios, for love, for the next couple of weeks. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. This ends a really long time of like really gunky love, karmic love, or love that always kept you out in the cold with abandonment, and like people not choosing you, or you're not choosing them. Always like, you know, funky endings. And this newfound love is like, and this is pure divine love. This is like, this is also love of God. Some of you are, this is not a person. Some of you found newfound faith. And in the next couple of weeks, you're in love with your God or goddess or soul, you know. But I do see a person here. So this could be triggered by this person. Scorpio, this person and your love offer to them, or their love offer to you, can really finish up a very difficult cycle for you that you've been waiting for a long, long time. Felt almost like it will never end. The connection with this person will end it. Interesting. Okay. Cool. That was Scorpio. Now we have Saggy. Message for Sagittarius shifters for love for the next couple of weeks. Lunar love reading for Sagittarius. This full moon. See? I put it on silence. Messages for the full moon in Leo. Not Leo, sorry. Interesting. Let's continue shuffling. Full moon in Aries. Messages for love for the next couple of weeks for my Sagittarius shifters. Saggies, what's going on with love for my Saggy? 5 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Interesting. So many conflicted energies. And 4 of Swords. Okay. Saggy, some of you are working on either establishing a relationship or doing something with your partner or your person, but your heart is not into it. You're like elsewhere in your mind and in your heart. You're a little bit like stagnant. Maybe you're just doing the actions and cooperating with them, but you're thinking about someone else, or you're being pessimistic that, oh, any moment this could just break down, or this is something that felt like you can build something with someone and then went into a halt or waiting, a stagnation. Maybe the masculine in the story had to go focus on work, or they go from thinking that they want to build something and then move to like deciding that they don't want to build something. It's a little bit of like, it's very difficult energy. It doesn't feel loving. It feels like a business transaction. It feels like someone depends on someone else's, you know, do I want to be with them or do I not want to be with them? What is my mood for today? Is it, and it's like, and you're really affected by it emotionally. So I don't really recommend to be in that energy. If you're dealing with someone like that, Saggy, I recommend to let go, let God. Okay. Cappy. Love messages for Capricorns for this full moon in Aries. Love for my Cappy shifters. 4 of Pentacles for the next couple of weeks. Queen of Swords. 8 of Cups. Wow. Okay. 2 people not seeing eye to eye. Someone is being really stubborn, not willing to change, not willing to listen. And the other person feels like, okay, I said my piece. There's nothing else I can do. And then they're moving. And then someone is leaving. And yeah, someone is leaving and starting something new elsewhere, at least for the next couple of weeks anyway. They're taking time apart. Sorry, I'm seeing someone just leaving a situation. Why is the next couple of weeks so tough? Or is this a full moon now? Sorry, guys. Okay. Aquarius, love messages for my Aquarius shifters, please, for the next couple of weeks. What do we have for Aquarian shifters for the next couple of weeks? For love. Ah, thank you. The sun. Joy. Death. Wow. Okay. One more card for Aquarius for love for the next couple of weeks. 6 of Pentacles. Oh, thank God. Sorry. Okay. All the fixed signs are here. So you're Aquarius. This is, we have Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus energies. So something with the fixed elements is very dominant here. There is a strong breaking out of either a dynamic, a mindset, or a relationship that is imbalanced, that is breadcrumbing. Like when someone gives more than the other, right? And so you're moving away from that energy. And you're like, I'm going into my happy. I'm going into spending time and energy with someone who is abundant and giving and generous and present and isn't acting like they're doing me a favor, and is just like, it's like you've been doing this work for a long time. This is a deep process that you've been undergoing, where you're plucking by force from your subconscious, from your gut, this type of energy of like only receiving breadcrumbs or giving breadcrumbs, and you're like, I can't do this. It's like you're having a completely clean slate when it comes to love, treating it as it needs to be treated. Now, treating it as it needs to be treated, that goes to you guys who have been breadcrumbed or been only receiving breadcrumbs until now. If you allow that, if you accept that, that's you disrespecting love as well. And it's you disrespecting yourself. So whether you're the person who's giving too much or not giving at all, still supporting the imbalance, right? You're still a part of this crooked scale. But here you're like, nope. So I think like it's going to really pay off. And in the next couple of weeks, you're going to have a very romantic, happy, positive, beautiful experience that is going to make you feel so renewed and shiny. So this is exciting. I'm happy for you, Aquarius. Happy time. Happy time for love. Okay. Pisces. Show me Pisces. Love messages for my Piscean shifters, please. For the next 2 weeks. Messages for Pisces for love. What do Pisces need to know? 7 of Cups, Pisces. Don't get confused. Tell me more about this for Pisces. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, King of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. You go from confused, not knowing what you want, having too many options, not seeing clearly the one and only, to universe coming in and kicking your spirit and your butt and your mind and your heart and being like, yo, what are you so confused about? It phases out all the clouds here and make it really, really clear. Derota Aftara Orata Torah V'Tor is the letters combination here, which means the wheel of life speaks the laws of love. Something turns around in your head and you're managing finally to see clearly as to being discerning between the BS and what's true. You're not confused. There isn't fog. And as soon as that happens, you get super tapped into your emotions, really knowing what it is you want with who. Something is happening that is very, very big the next couple of weeks. This is a huge reading. Pisces, you're going from like, I don't know, to like laser focus. Something happens that makes you completely figure it out. And you make the emotional approach and connection to someone that you want to build something very long lasting and loving with. You're like you're like realizing who you love or realizing who you want to spend the rest of your life with. This is big. Like, this is really big, actually. Maybe you've been in a relationship for a long time and you weren't sure if this is the one, if you want to marry them, if you want to live with them, and then something happens in the next couple of weeks that makes you really know, right? Or if it's not something you've been with, maybe it's someone that has been like an option or someone who was around and you had all kinds of things in front of you, people in front of you, and you weren't sure, and then something happens that really connects you with this person and you're like, this is my person, this is who I want, this is who I love, this is who I want to invest in. And it's happening very quickly in a time frame of 2 weeks-ish. So congratulations, Pisces, this is very cool. Okay, last but not least, Ophiuchi. Okay. Messages for Ophiuchus, please. My Ophiuchus shifters. Love for Ophiuchus for the next 2 weeks. What does this full moon in Aries energy bring in for love for my Ophiuchus shifters? Message for Ophiuchus for love. What is happening for love for Ophiuchus? 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Show me more. Four of Pentacles has been coming up in like, what, 3 or 4 readings? How often did it show up? And King of Cups. Ophiuchus, you need to figure out what you want and how you feel. You're really, really strong-armed on a psychological, emotional thing that you're stuck on. No, this is how I feel. This is what I want. This is what I'm investing in. I'm not letting go. I know myself. I know how I feel. You're being really stubborn. And you seem to be putting a lot of energy and a lot of work in something that it's almost like you're the only one doing that. I don't know if your person is even in the picture. And you're like, no, this is the person that I love. Almost it doesn't matter like how many times they told you they're not interested or how many times it just failed or didn't succeed. It's like someone, maybe it's someone you're dealing with, Ophi, maybe it's not you, but someone is just not getting it and they need to get it into their thick skull. Anything else you can show me? Queen of Cups. Good. There's 2 people who are very emotionally stubborn, and they are possibly a couple seeing each other together and so on. But both of them connect on a level of like, this is what I'm used to feeling. Maybe you've been together for a really, really long time. Maybe you're like high school sweethearts and you just, back then you declare that you're like each other's soulmate forever and ever. And it's been like 7 years since and you've completely grown apart, but you're like still holding on to that perception of this is my person. And it's like, I'm with them till the death. And it's like, are you happy? Or are you used to telling yourself that you're happy, kind of thing? Now, this is one. Another completely different aspect to it is that 2 people, one of them wants to receive what they want to receive from the other person, have very specific expectations of how the other person is supposed to fulfill them emotionally and what it is that they're supposed to give them. And the other person is an empath. They are giving, but they're not receiving as much back. They're putting more investment than the other. But the person who's doing more of the demanding is a little bit of a covert narcissist. It's someone that refers to themselves as an empath, but is actually a narcissist, constantly like, look what I did for you. Look what I gave you. So give me. And the other person actually feels guilty. So continues giving and it's depleting. I'm picking up on the depleting energy. I'm sorry. Okay, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this was accurate in any way, shape, or form. Comment your thoughts. I will see you again for another lunar love reading in about 2 weeks. Okay, we're having 2 full moons this month, so we're going to have a 3rd lunar love reading for the full moon in Taurus at the end of the month, which is quite exciting. These are very emotional, tumultuous times. People who tend to obsess and compulsions and who use love as means to control are going to lose it. People who have tendencies, stalkers, obsessive, compulsive behaviorists, people like that are going to lose it. They're going to be over the top. So if you have someone around you that is like that, I want you to be careful. If you know there's someone who's a little bit obsessed over you, stalks you, won't accept no for an answer for at least a month, generally I wouldn't do that, but at least for October, don't post, tag yourself where you're at. Don't give them any, even if you're feeling bad and you want to be polite, that's not how they're going to take it. They're going to take it as, oh, she smiled at me. Oh, she was nice to me. Oh, she answered. Take 17,000 steps back because they're already overdoing it, these type of personalities. But this month I feel like, and I don't want any of you to be in danger. And if you tend to do that, I'm sure you don't, but there's the possibility that you might be doing that to someone, especially in the spiritual community and in all the twin flame community. People are like getting really obsessed with the twin flame journey. Oh, it's just that I'm the chaser and they're the runner. They'll wake up to discovering that I'm their true love, and then creepy, scary. It's not true. When someone runs away from you, they're not interested. When someone never answers you, they're not interested. They're not numb, sleeping, unaware. They don't need your help. They didn't ask for it. You gotta stop. It's not healthy, and it's highly abrasive. Maybe just one or two of you needed to hear this. I don't know, guys. But either way, you have my spiritual love always. Okay, guys. Thank you once again for your patronage. I appreciate you. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.